22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Red on red.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. Lawrence going to put it up right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
After the interception, here's Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Smith. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Well, they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 50 yards. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 32 yards. And the Seahawks are once again back in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
53.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And then they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
and it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
All right, let's go.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence will throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Take it easy. Route. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter. Silver.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here in this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw.
And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. That one good for 37 yards. Start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Jaguars' 7-yard line.
Again, Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Hey, Lion.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Think right.
On first down, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Here we go.
On second down, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, 28 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Seahawks 38, Jaguars 13. Brendan McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throw out wide to Walker, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Here's Moore. He will return it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 32.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They'll throw over the middle, taken in. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker,
32 yards.
and the Seahawks are pouring it on.
And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next to score, Seahawks 52.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And now here is another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fant.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant.
And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the gun, it's Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now receiver in motion left.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, this offensive line is real because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken at the 37.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
On third down, here's Walker.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Red on red.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is, for this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Go, go.
Now Lawrence.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
161 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
On first down, Smith.
And complete to Smith-Njigba.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith. Rolling to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
13 next.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Lisa 24.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence.
This one caught by Ridley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.